And unto the married I command, yet not I, but the Lord. Let not the wife depart from her husband.
He said, let not the wife depart from her husband. Read.
Verse 11. But and if she depart, let her remain unmarried.
Let her remain unmarried. Read.
Or be reconciled to her husband.
Or be reconciled to her husband. Read.
And let not the husband put away his wife.
Oh, so it's the same way now. She can't get rid of you, and you can't get rid of her for any reason outside of adultery. The Bible says that a husband or a wife should not leave one another, because but if they do leave, they must either remain unmarried, no infidelity. That means that if you decide to separate or have a separation, that means that you aren't out seeing other people. You aren't going to go and remarry, or else you're an adulterer because you're still married. So you either have a time of separation and then you come back and you're reconciled, or you remain separated and remain unmarried. I mean, you remain separated and you remain alone. You don't go and be with nobody else. That's not the way that works. This is considered a separation. This is where the husband and the wife are not living together, nor are they engaging in intercourse. That means that you and her, just because y'all married, don't mean y'all separated. Hey, we're married, so we can come in. No. If you're separated, you're separated. Ain't no in the same house, under the same roof, separated. No, you go somewhere, she goes somewhere. Ain't no intercourse between the two of you. You're separated, and there's no intercourse with you and anybody else. You are alone. And instead they now re-enter into a type of proving process to mend their relationship with counseling from the leaders and mentors. When you separate, the goal is to what? Come back together. So in the process of you being separated, you now re-enter the proving process. You start over with counseling and with counsel from your leaders and your mentors to try to get this thing back on track, figure out where it went wrong. If in the end the two cannot decide to be reconciled, they both will continue unmarried. So ain't no, yeah, we just don't get along. We just see things differently. I think that what did they say in court? Unreconcilable differences. Mm-hmm. No, that's not how that works. So the goal is to bring this thing, fix this thing. Let's get Malachi chapter 2, verse 14. Let's check this out.
Malachi chapter 2, starting at verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
Yet ye say, wherefore? Because the Lord hath been witness between thee and the wife of thy youth, against whom thou hast dealt treacherously.
So he says, because the Lord hath been a witness, right? When you get married, what do? They say before God and man, right? He's been a witness between thee and the wife of your youth, the wife that you got married to when you were young, right? Or in this case, your first wife, your first and only wife. He said, against whom you've dealt treacherously. Read, check this out.
And yet she thy companion and the wife of thy covenant.
She's thy companion. She's the person that you tied yourself to. She's the wife of your covenant. She's the one that you agreed with, that you would be with her and only her forever. You ain't make no agreement saying, yeah, I think I might go and find another wife in about 3-4 years. Yeah, I'm thinking that if we get stale, we just, open this thing up. That wasn't the agreement. So you make this covenant with her to be your companion, and you dealt treacherously with her. You tricked her. You lied to her. You may have done this. You may have done that. Read.
Verse 15. And did not he make one?
He said you made one covenant, one agreement. Read.
Yet had he the residue of the Spirit.
Read.
And wherefore one, that he might seek godly seed.
Read.
Therefore take heed into your spirit.
Take heed to your spirit. Read.
And let none deal treacherously against the wife of his youth.
Don't deal treacherously against the wife of his youth. What is the Most High talking about here? He's talking about his relationship with the children of Israel and the relationship that the children of Israel have with him. We made a covenant to be companions. Me and Israel, we made a covenant to be companions, and you've dealt treacherously. You've caused me to be jealous. Read.
For the Lord, the God of Israel, saith he hateth putting away.
He hateth putting away. This is not new. The Most High, in the same book in Malachi, he says, I am the Most High, I change not. At no point in history has he ever been okay with the man putting away his wife or a wife putting away her husband. He's never been okay with it. Ever. If he was, he would have put us away a long time ago. The Most High says, listen, don't take heed that you don't deal treacherously. Fix this thing as I'm fixing this thing with you. He said, I fixed it with you. Why can't you fix it with him? Why can't you fix it with her? He's never been okay with putting away, with divorce. If he was okay with divorce, he would have divorced us a long time ago. Proving what Christ was saying when he said, in the beginning, it was not so. Wasn't no divorce. You figured it out. If you got married for a reason. If you guys were put together, you were joined in affinity, you guys are like each other, you resemble one another. How is it that you hit this road bump? How is it that one of you make a mistake? How is it that one of you, this happens or this happens, and you guys can't bring it back together? That's why the scriptures say what God has put together, let no man put asunder. If you know that this is where the Most High put you, and he put you here for a reason, with this person for a reason, why can you not put this thing back together? Why can't you figure it out?